Hey, it's Jones Loflin. Welcome to Insights in the Jones Zone, where I give you a way to master your week in 3 minutes or less. How is Zipfs law impacting your productivity? Might help if we knew who Zipf was. In 1949, G.K. Zipf posted the following principle called the principle of least effort. He stated that individuals will strive to solve their problems in such a way as to minimize the total work that they must expend in solving both their immediate problems and probable future problems. In other words, when we want to choose a course of action, we want the one that requires the least amount of effort. Is it any wonder our productivity is so diminished sometimes if we're constantly looking for the easier thing to do so we don't have to expend energy? If that sounds like your day, I got 3 suggestions for you. And the first one is to try to create the environment that allows for the desired action to happen. For example, I've always thought it very valuable to send people notes, to just a word of encouragement or thoughts, because I know how much of an impact it has on me. And when I found that I wasn't writing as many notes as I used to, I tried to ask myself why. And I thought, well, it's just hard. Get the card out, you got to write a long note to that person, you got to close it, seal it, blah, 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 blah. So what I did was, what's an easier way for me to do that? And so I bought a series of postcards, put the stamp on the back, and then I can write a quick note to someone, address it, and bam, it's on its way. That's designing that environment for the desired action to happen. The second thing I think you can do is to increase the resistance for the bad behaviors. I found that when I was scheduling calls throughout the day, it was really easy for me to get off a call and go, well, I've got another call in a little while, so I better choose this action versus one that maybe was a little more complex, but I kept reasoning, I don't have time, and I'll probably get into that, and I've got to go jump on this call. So what I started doing was trying to group my calls either in the morning or in the afternoon as much as possible so that I had larger blocks of time to focus on the creative work, the more complex stuff, so it made it harder for me to say, oh, I don't have time to work on that right now. The other thing I think you can do to help overcome Zipf's law is decrease resistance for doing the right thing. For example, if I need to work on a PowerPoint presentation for a client, or I need to create some new articles before I leave work that day, or a few hours before I'm going to actually start working on that, I might pull some resources, find some links that I'm going to need to have, or pull the information for that client, put it right in front of me so that when it's time to work on that task, I go, of course I'm ready, because it's easy. This is Jones Loflin. I hope Zipf's law doesn't negatively impact your productivity this week. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today in the Jones Zone.